As I delved further into the supernatural realm, the landscape around me shifted, morphing into a surreal dreamscape of ethereal fog and ghostly echoes. The spirits guided me through their stories, leading me to forgotten corners of their past lives. Each tale unveiled a tragedy or a betrayal, and the weight of their unfulfilled desires hung heavy in the air. The chalice, now a beacon of pulsating energy, stood as a gateway between dimensions. My only hope lay in finding the source of the spirits' unrest and resolving their lingering issues. Guided by the whispers of the tormented souls, I traversed through surreal landscapes, from haunted forests to desolate graveyards. The spirits grew more desperate, their spectral forms flickering like candle flames in the wind. One spirit, a woman with hollow eyes and a mournful voice, revealed a tale of betrayal and lost love. Another, a soldier clad in phantom armor, spoke of an unjust death on the battlefield. Each story echoed with pain, and I couldn't shake the feeling that their salvation rested on my shoulders. As I ventured deeper into the supernatural realm, the atmosphere became suffocating, and the air hummed with an ominous energy. Shadows clung to the corners of the spectral landscapes, manifesting into twisted shapes that seemed to feed on the despair of the trapped souls. The chalice's glow intensified with every step I took, drawing the attention of malevolent entities lurking in the shadows. Whispers turned into guttural growls, and unseen eyes stared at me from the darkness. I quickened my pace, the urgency to resolve the spirit's grievances amplifying with the growing threat. A particularly haunting spirit, a child with tear-stained cheeks, clung to my presence. Through the fragments of her story, I understood that she was the key to unraveling the malevolence that sought to consume me. The child led me to a forsaken mansion, its skeletal structure reaching towards the blood-red sky. Inside, memories played out like ghostly projections on the decaying walls. I witnessed the betrayal, the heartbreak, and the unspeakable acts that had stained the mansion's history. The malevolent force, a manifestation of the mansion's dark past, materialized before me. Its form twisted and contorted, a nightmarish amalgamation of despair and rage. The spirits, sensing the imminent threat, urged me to confront the malevolence head-on. Armed with newfound determination, I faced the entity, the chalice of the supernatural clutched tightly in my trembling hands. The air crackled with tension as the malevolent force unleashed a barrage of ghostly apparitions, each one a fragment of its malevolent history. I recited the incantation I had discovered, the words resonating with the power of the chalice. The spirits, both benevolent and vengeful, joined their spectral voices to amplify the incantation. The room trembled as the energy built up, and the malevolent force writhed in agony. In a blinding flash of light, the malevolence dissipated, its twisted history unraveled and dispelled by the combined might of the spirits. The mansion, once a symbol of despair, crumbled into ethereal dust, and the supernatural realm began to fade. The spirits, freed from their tormented existence, ascended towards a shimmering portal of light. As the last spirit vanished, I found myself back in my apartment, the chalice now inert in my hands. The room felt still, the oppressive atmosphere lifted. The weight that had settled in my chest began to ease, and a profound sense of accomplishment washed over me. The chalice of the supernatural, once a conduit to the tormented spirits, now sat innocuously on my table. I realized the responsibility that came with its power and the consequences of meddling with forces beyond comprehension. The spirits, though freed, left an indelible mark on my soul, a reminder of the thin veil between the living and the supernatural. With a heavy heart, I contemplated the mysteries of the chalice and the spectral journey I had undertaken. The line between reality and the supernatural had blurred, leaving me forever changed. As I gazed at the inert artifact, a chilling breeze swept through the room, carrying with it a faint echo of the whispers that had guided me through the labyrinth of the supernatural. The room had returned to a semblance of normalcy, but the weight of the supernatural journey still clung to my thoughts. I looked at the chalice, now devoid of the ethereal glow that had once transported me to the otherworldly realm. A newfound awareness coursed through me, a realization that the stories of the spirits were not just distant echoes, but imprints on the fabric of my own existence. As I pondered the events that unfolded, a lingering question echoed in my mind: what more did the Chalice of the Supernatural hold? The malevolent force had been quelled, but the artifact itself seemed to pulse with a quiet energy. It was a dormant power, waiting for another to unravel its mysteries. Haunted by both curiosity and a sense of responsibility, I delved into ancient tomes and mystical texts, seeking answers to the chalice's origin and purpose. The more I read, the more I understood that I had merely scratched the surface of a cosmic tapestry woven with threads of magic and the supernatural. Chalice of the Supernatural. Days turned into nights as I immersed myself in the study of ancient rituals and arcane symbols. The chalice, once a source of dread, became a focal point of my quest for knowledge. I discovered that it was not merely a vessel for bridging realms, but a conduit for tapping into the very essence of the supernatural. In my pursuit, I uncovered a series of incantations that could amplify the chalice's power. Each incantation promised a deeper connection to the mystical forces that permeated the fabric of reality. It was both exhilarating and daunting, a dance with forces that transcended mortal understanding. Driven by an insatiable curiosity, I decided to test one of the incantations. This time, however, I approached the ritual with a caution born out of the harrowing experience with the malevolent force. The chalice shimmered as I spoke the ancient words, and a soft glow enveloped my surroundings. The room transformed, but this time, I felt a harmonious energy. Ethereal landscapes unfolded, and benevolent spirits appeared, their forms radiant with a sense of peace. They shared visions of a realm where the living and the supernatural coexisted in balance, a delicate dance of energies that sustained both worlds. Guided by these benevolent spirits, I learned to navigate the supernatural realms with a newfound purpose. The chalice, now a beacon of enlightenment, revealed hidden corners of reality where ancient wisdom and spectral energies intertwined. I became a seeker of knowledge, bridging the gap between the mortal realm and the ethereal plane. Yet, as I delved deeper into the mysteries of the chalice, whispers of caution echoed in my mind. The boundary between the benevolent and malevolent was thin, and the powers at play were not to be trifled with. The chalice, while a key to unlocking supernatural truths, also held the potential for unleashing forces beyond human control. In the midst of my exploration, a spectral figure emerged from the chalice, a guardian spirit, its form resplendent with ethereal light. It spoke of the delicate balance that must be maintained, warning against the unchecked pursuit of supernatural knowledge. The chalice, it revealed, was a tool that could either illuminate the path to enlightenment or plunge one into the abyss of darkness. A sense of responsibility washed over me once again. The guardian spirit became my guide, teaching me to wield the chalice's power with respect and discernment. I journeyed through astral realms, communing with ancient entities and benevolent spirits who had guarded the secrets of the supernatural for centuries. As I balanced on the precipice of mortal and supernatural understanding, a revelation unfolded. The chalice was a mirror reflecting the intentions of its wielder. It responded not just to incantations and rituals, but to the essence of one's heart and soul. The journey I embarked upon was not just a quest for knowledge, it was a transformation of self. In the midst of my newfound wisdom, I sensed a disturbance. The malevolent force, vanquished once before, sought to re-emerge from the shadows. The guardian spirit urged me to act swiftly, for the delicate equilibrium between realms was at stake. Armed with the knowledge I had gained, I confronted the malevolence once more. The chalice resonated with a potent energy, a fusion of benevolent and protective spirits that surrounded me. The malevolent force recoiled, unable to withstand the united strength of the supernatural guardians. With a final incantation, the malevolence shattered into fragments, dissolving into the ether. The chalice's glow dimmed, signaling the restoration of balance. The guardian spirit nodded approvingly, its radiant form fading into the chalice. As the supernatural realms retreated, I found myself back in my apartment. The chalice, now serene and inert, rested on the table. The weight of the journey, the trials faced, and the wisdom gained left an indelible mark on my soul. I realized that the Chalice of the Supernatural was not just a conduit to mystical realms, but a reflection of the journey one undertakes, a journey of self-discovery, responsibility, and the eternal dance between the ordinary and the extraordinary. With the chalice as a silent witness to my transformation, I embraced the mysteries of the supernatural with newfound understanding and reverence.